Here we go. Corbin Kaufusi in studio.
Welcome to that.
Welcome to Studio B. The energy is high.
I can feel it.
The energy is high, man. Okay. Hey, you know what? Let's start with our Twitter question. And you have your brother Bronson, big part of the BYU football team. He's going to be a leader on the defense, if not the leader on the defense. A major national writer, Bruce Feldman, said that it's not that far-fetched for BYU to go 4-0 in September against that schedule. Okay? What is your reaction to that comment from a national writer?
I love it. You know, like the only reaction you can get as a BYU football fan is, thank you. Thanks for believing.
Okay.
What are the conversations like with your brother Bronson related to the season and him individually and the team?
Oh, there's so many conversations. I think the main thing is just we focus a lot on him and what he's going to do. He doesn't like to look ahead too far, but he's like every game, what he needs to do, how his mentality needs to be. So it's going to be good. We do a lot of training together right now.
Well, you both just shot commercials with us, and I don't want you to divulge the outcome, okay? They've still got some secret value here because they're going to be released closer to football season. But how was the experience for you shooting commercials at your house with the BYU Sports Nation crew?
It was a new experience, especially being at the house, you know, because I was like, oh, I need to grab a drink. And I kind of feel more comfortable grabbing a drink here than anywhere else, but it's a little weird because there's this big old screen behind the counter. But it was good.
You mentioned you're working out with Bronson together. What kinds of things do you do together that both help you in your respective sports?
We kind of made a deal where I'll do one-on-ones against him because I did a little offensive tackle my first year here, and then he'll come and rebound for me. So for an hour, I'll put on cleats like the good old days, and we'll go at each other, and then he'll come into the gym and just rebound for me.
So you'll play O-line?
Oh, yeah.
Against him?
Yeah.
Is he better at that than you?
What?
Like, does he get past you? And
you know, of course he does.
Hopefully he does, right? Because you're not practicing O-line.
If he doesn't, then you're playing the wrong sport.
Exactly. No, sometimes it's kind of set up where he's not allowed to bull rush me, so it's a little bit easier on me, so I just have to move my feet quick, but it's good. He's doing really well with it.
Now, speaking of Bronson, he told us on Media Day off the air that you've made quite the leap this offseason in honing your basketball game. I know it's hard to talk about yourself, and I know you're a humble guy, but why do you feel like you're getting better, and where have you improved the most?
That's a good question. I think it's hard to see where you improve a lot until, you know, the season comes and you actually get to apply it, but I just credit it all to my teammates and people that I work with. You know, our coaches are great. This whole offseason, meeting with coaches early in the morning, watching film, and then guys on the team, you know, giving me tips. Even in pickup ball, you know, it gets competitive, but you have great teammates like Kyle and Chase, like, hey, remember this. Even if you're against them, they're on the other team. Like, hey, remember, keep the ball high when you got it. And so I think the biggest thing for me is just being more comfortable and playing the way that I play.
Describe to us the difference that this summer, what this summer is like for you. Because last summer it was, okay, you made a splash. Maybe you'll be on the team. We'll see kind of deal. The guys are lobbying for you. This year, you're on the team and expected to have a part. So what kind of difference is this summer versus last summer?
I think it's, like you said, figuring out that role. Because last summer, I was just kind of a chicken with my head cut off running around like, okay, what are we doing? But now it's like I know where I need to be and where I'm going. And so trying to fit into that the best way that I can. You know, getting my skills better or other things, getting around the guys more, being able to have a little bit more of that feeling with the team.
What's the number one skill you are working on right now?
I would say footwork and just a good low post game. Like lots of jump hooks.
And how's it coming?
Good. Shoot like 250 makes on each arm a day. So we're getting tired.
500 a day. That's pretty good. Brock Zylstra did that one summer. I remember that for a jump shooter. How much more do you expect to get opportunities to use, say, a jump hook or make a post move at the basket?
A lot more. This whole summer has been great because the guys are feeding it into the post a lot more. And even sometimes where I don't feel comfortable because of my positioning, I'll throw it back out and they'll like repost. Just get back in there and do it. And so it's been great. Just tons of experience.
When you look at the brotherly rivalry that you have, and you throw in Devin too, who's going on a mission and whatever, how has that helped you become better?
It makes you push yourself. Strangely, like even though our sports are different, we play a lot of each other's sports. So Bronson and I are always in the RB just going at it. And I feel bad because people can just hear us down the hall yelling at each other because we just talk so much smack. But it just makes you more competitive. And you get to try new things with each other because you're so comfortable with your playing basketball with your brother. I'm not afraid to shoot some deep threes against him, whereas in a pickup game with the guys and the coaches watching, maybe I wouldn't shoot those. But it just makes it more fun.
Is football totally out of the mix for you at BYU?
For now, yes. It's fun to get on the field, and I remember putting on cleats for the first time in months a couple weeks ago to help Bronson, and that was a nice little feeling. But basketball is where I'm supposed to be.
Can you be too tall to play football at some point? Like a 6'10" too tall?
I never say never. So I don't think you could say you could be too tall, but it just gets harder. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just worry about your knees. That's what I'm thinking. Like,
exactly.
as a tackle,
Knees
just
and
over.
Just a lot of things start to factor in.
Corbin Kaufusi, sophomore power forward center, whatever you want to be, you can choose. Joining us on BYU Sports Nation in Studio B. It's always tough to get your legs back after a mission. People say, oh, he's got mission legs. He's got to get rid of those. You came back and day one, you're doing 360 dunks in a gymnasium and whatnot. Do you feel like even though you were doing those things that you're back, or were you just that way from the get-go? Has there been much of a transition there?
I think there was a big difference. Conditioning-wise, like I could run pretty well when I got back, and I went through a weird like physical change on my mission where I came back taller, more mature. I could grow a beard, you know. It was great. And I could run. I ran differently, and so I came back with this completely new like sense of being. But I still had to work into it, conditioning and stuff like that. Like I could jump and I could sprint well, but it still took some time to get the conditioning down.
Did you surprise yourself at any point in that process where you're like, whoa?
Yeah.
Athletically?
Oh, yeah. I was very surprised. I was like, I used to be slow, or I could never jump this high.
Well,
I don't know what that feels like. I have no idea. No idea.
Jeremy, you've never experienced an elbow hitting the rim?
No.
Yeah.
On my trampoline, yes. Child, yes.
You know, pipe dreams for sure. Corbin, great stuff. Congratulations on all your hard work and success thus far. We wish you the best moving forward.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
See you in the RB.
Ladies and gentlemen, in Studio B. Don't forget your wristband, by the way, if you're going to go play in the RB, Corbin.
Oh, right. No cutoffs.